Hello folks, Behemoth back with some more Jurassic World Evolution.
Spared no expense, as Hammond would say. A biological preserve. Yeah, you may have heard about it. At least the stuff that wasn't classified.
Well, after that little intro from Mr. Goldblum, son of a whore.
It didn't go very well for them. But here's your opportunity to succeed where they failed. You'll need to carefully consider how to make money if you want to turn this into a profitable endeavor. And you do. Trust me.
Alright, now that I've got all that nonsense out of the way, moved on to the third island after finishing all the research and development and all the genomes to 100% on the second island, Isla Tacano here. And I'm running a hardy negative $900,000 debt right now. So that's going to be my first step, is finding out how the hell I deal with that. Interesting. Got a power plant way the hell out here, so all of this is necessary. All those stores might not be. Second substation. This spur I could probably get rid of. And I've got the start of an enclosure right here, just the basics. So my first step is going to be selling as much of the stuff as possible to get myself a profit, and then using that. Crap, alright. Well, this entire electrical spur over here isn't going to make me a lot of money, but it'll make me some. Basically, I need to get this up and running and get an enclosure there as quickly as possible. This monorail system looks like a complete waste. Don't have the money to be playing around with that right now, so that'll get me a hardy chunk. 100,000 right there. This little spur road doesn't lead anywhere, so it's next to useless. Same with this substation chunk. Can expand that later. That leaves me at still 690 in the hole. There's no way around it. I'm going to have to get rid of these stores and emergency shelters. There's no other way I'll get the money I need. First priority has got to be to getting that enclosure functional, or I'll just be SOL. So, got to run power to it. Outside buildable area. So looking at right about here. I want to give myself a nice wide stretch to work with. And last but not least, there we go. Alright, so I'm still hemorrhaging money, but I've got the power supply set up. Next up, I got to get these fences up as quick as possible so that I can get critters out and start pulling in some actual guests, start making some money. Run it parallel to the road. And there's that one. That one. That's going to be my real trouble here, is making enough cash to run. Because even my cheapest creatures, I think, that even my trikes are 300,000, so I'm not going to have enough money for any of them at the moment. Some probably low-end stuff like the Strutho, little Gallimimus looking sumbitch, is probably going to be the only thing I can afford. And they are not good for bringing in money. Alright, got an enclosure, 200k left over. You're going to need power supply, you're going to need a substation, alright. It's 20k. Come on now, you know you want to cooperate. Right there, should get it done. And just straight there. Alright. Well, hell. Yeah. 256, 344, 315, 328. Yeah, it's going to be Struthos. Only thing I can get out and running is Struthos, and I got to get them out quick because I'm still losing money with every passing second. 100k is not enough, not by a long shot. So I had to sell off most of the pre-placed stuff, most of the stuff that was already here. And I don't even have enough for a ground feeder at the moment. Or a ranger station, or an ACU, or a research or expedition center. None of it. So... realistically, I could get rid of that substation if I wanted to, but I'll need it later because this will be... I'm going to put all those stores back once I have the money. It's just one of those things that's going to take a little bit of time to do. Alright, Struthos, get out there. Start making me some cash, you little stripy bastard. I think that's the arid design on those guys. Shit. I know they're social critters, so they like herds. So if I can drop 4 of them, that'll be my first target goal, is getting 4 of those guys, and that'll at least give me some cash inflow. So I'll get 4 of them, then I'll finish this complex with a feeding station up here by the viewing station, and a gate probably tucked over here in the back. Yeah, it looks like a solid place for a gate right there. But then, of course, I need 400k for the ranger station, and then another 400 for everything else. Pretty much all of the operation structures are 400k. And I need all of them. But I don't have that particular amount of cash at the moment. Alright, go out and join your friends, you speedy little bastard. And I should have enough money to get 1 more at the moment. 4 should be a nice round number, should be a good starting point. They're not going to be great because their rating is only, what, I think it's 12? As far as their, son of a bitch, that was unfortunate. Yeah, the rating is only 12, so they're not going to bring in a lot of people. It certainly doesn't help that I just had that incubation fail. But still, they will bring in some bodies. Give me some money coming in. I think I've turned it around. I'm making a profit, 17 per minute. Not a lot of profit, but a profit. And that's where I've got to start. So yeah, that's definitely going to be the biggest hurdle to jump over in this map. Isla Tacano is going to be the opening sequence with the trickle of money. I might get more if I were to sell this thing off, but I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for now. It's well-sited, it's a big structure, and I don't think I can replace it if I tear it down. At least not for quite a while. So I'll go ahead and leave the Innovation Center up and running. And there's not really anything else I can sell for a profit. I'd get next to nothing if I sold off this path run here. The only electrical conduits I have running I need. And there are no more tertiary structures that I can get rid of. So yeah, at this point it's just a hurry up and wait as I slowly trickle in enough money to make use of. That's going to be a little annoying, but I can work with it. 44, 48. Well, while I wait for that last little bit, let's see if there's anything new in the database. Got some stuff. A couple more genes I got. Intuitive learning. Crow genes. And anoles. Quite a few genes I haven't even uncovered yet. Back up to 50k, alright. Let's try one more Strutho again. Really can't afford to be just throwing away these dinos right now at 51,000 a pop. I hope that viability doesn't screw me over. I've already lost 1. It'd set me back even more if I lose a second. So after those, the first stop's got to be the herbivore feeder, 150k. These guys will last a little while without starving to death, but they won't last long. And then, of course, once I get the herbivore feeder, I need a gate, and then once I get a gate, I need a ranger station to feed them. So all of that is reliant on each other to work. But I got 4 of these little dudes out scurrying about now. So at the very least, it's a start. I got myself out of the financial hole I was in. I'm going to be making some money. It's just going to be a very slow and, frankly, unentertaining process. So we'll go ahead and call this first video on Isla Tacano right about here. I'll earn a whole bunch of money and then come back and we can continue with the expansion once I have enough money to actually expand. As always, folks, thanks for watching. Keep an eye on the channel. The next video for Isla Tacano will be up relatively shortly. Shouldn't take me too long to get enough money to work with. And I will see you then.